What's up, guys? Welcome back to the podcast. And that one's lag. Hold up. Wait a second here. Is my mic still on? I don't know why my computer. Yeah, the color's off, but can that turn back on, please? Down for a second. Okay, whatever. I guess we got no color on my microphone. You can't see it, but okay. So yeah, really late podcast. I'm gonna try to do it earlier tomorrow. So yeah, try to do that earlier tomorrow. But we are here with the podcast. So yeah, what we're doing today is gonna do any NHL and USHL rumors from the past couple of days since I missed couple podcast episodes. So I was hanging out with my friends. So that, and then we're going to review. I knew that was gonna happen, bro. Just disconnected, man. But yeah, we're gonna go over NHL and USHL rumors from the past couple of days that I missed because I missed a couple podcast episodes from hanging out with my friends. Then we're gonna review the biggest 2025 free agency signings and grade them. And then we are going to play a simulation game of NHL fantasy. So it's gonna be a longer podcast episode, and I'm recording this late. So yeah, it's gonna be pretty interesting. But all of my social medias: X, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. My website, my Spotify, my Twitch Discord, my Twitch, my regular Discord, my American football channel, basketball channel, baseball channel, my USHL discussion Facebook group with about 5.3 thousand USHL fans, a Facebook group I made myself, and the Saints for Life group that I did not make myself, but is on Facebook with about 1.1 thousand USHL fans. A paragraph and a half of who I am, one of these podcasts, everything you need to know about this podcast. Another paragraph how to contact me if you have any comments, questions, or concerns about this podcast. All that, much more, is in the description of this podcast. Check it out if you haven't already. Yeah. Subscribe to the Training Flow this podcast for long as all that same thing. Turn on post notifications. Just YouTube channel if you want to know every single time I do anything on this YouTube channel, really. Go live, upload video, YouTube short, community post, whatever. Like this video, if you like this podcast in particular, want to see more like it. Liking and Spotify, same thing. So yeah, with all that being said, let's get straight into the NHL USHL news and rumors, and let's not waste any more time. Cam York has signed a 5-year extension to stay in Philadelphia with the Flyers at $5.1 million per year via Elliot Freeman. Cam York, you know what? Let's look at Cam York real quick, right? Let's look. He was like 34 or something like that last time I checked. Yeah, I think he's like 34, 35. 24. Okay, a little bit off there. It must have been another Flyers defender. But he's going to act like I didn't say that. I meant to say 24 for sure. Okay, so he's 24 years old, 17 points in 66 games, 30 points in 82 games. Good defensively, very good defensively, actually. I think it's a pretty good deal. Maybe a little bit slightly too much salary, maybe lower down a little bit just because of his low offensive upside, but 20, 30 point defenseman who plays real good defensively. He's 24 years old for 5 years. Jack McBain in the Mammoth re-signed to a 5-year, $4.25 million per year contract, which is basically, so remember when they got a contract arbitration, whatever, when a team and a player can't agree on a contract. So they have a third party come in, listen to both sides, listen to the player's argument, listen to the team's argument, and then that person will decide what the contract should be. That person decided that McBain should get a 5-year, $4.25 million AAV per year contract extension. I think it's a good deal from Jack McBain. Getting locked up for 5 years. Gavin McKenna signs a $700,000 Penn State deal, and he is committed to Penn State for the 25-26 season. 5-star recruit. Guarantee projected consensus number 1 overall pick for next year's draft, 2026 draft. Connor Bedard's cousin. broke Connor Bedard's same age records. As well, going to college, so did better than Bedard doing what Celebrini did at the same time. At the same age, Bedard younger than I'm pretty sure younger than Celebrini did, or about the same age Celebrini did, breaking all the records known to man at this point. And $700,000 deal for a supposed generational talent. I love Gavin McKinnon. Gavin McKinnon is very, very impressive. His playmaking, his vision, his hockey IQ. He always makes the right play. His vision. His skating is top tier as well. His shot is top tier. He's great at defense as well. He's not super physical. I think that's the one thing to do. He's bulk up a little bit, but he's super, super good at everything. He's just so good at everything. He's just so good. And then we had to trade Sam O'Reilly to the Tampa Bay Lightning, 31st overall selection in the 2024 NHL Draft. Isaac Howard, 2025 Hobie Baker winner, which is college MVP. First round pick by the Lightning. Isaac Howard was not going to sign with the Lightning. He already said he's not going to sign with the Lightning. So Lightning said, hey, we're going to get Sam O'Reilly, which is a good prospect whose potential to be our number 3 center of the future. High motor kind of guy for somebody who's not going to stay. Hobie Baker winner, but he has flaws, but he has upside, high upside. Signed to an ELC, which entry-level contract, rookie contract, basically, and is wanted to be playing as soon as next year by Edmonton. Edmonton wants him to be playing next year. In this deal, very young, very high upside type of player, and I believe that's it. Yeah, it is. I can go all the way up here and delete this. Okay. I'm going to review the 2025 biggest free agency signings. Here we go. We got quite a bit here, so honestly, let's not waste more time. We got quite a few to go through here. Going down here. How far down did I put it? Wait a minute. It's not even going down, is it? Hold the phone. Okay, wait. Okay, perfect. So, first one we're going to talk about, arguably the biggest one, honestly, probably the biggest one, biggest player at least. Vegas Golden Knights get Mitch Marner in a sign and trade deal. The deal that he's got from Vegas, 8-year, $12 million per year contract. I give this an A- deal. For Vegas, Marner, 100-point regular season player, great playmaker. Great handles. He's a pretty decent shot. High hockey IQ. Great offensive player. He can lay some hits. And he's really good on defense as well. So very, very good player. Top 20 player in the NHL. Probably maybe top 25. I don't know, something like that. Very, very, very good player. Some 8-year, $12 million per year contract. Like the deal. Only reason why it's not an A or an A plus is simply because of his playoff struggles. We know that. He gets less physical in the playoffs. He becomes less scared in the playoffs, it seems. He goes from a 100-point player to a third-line player at the best during playoffs, especially games 4 to 7, so when he needs to show up the most. Completely ghost out a lot of times. And Vegas' problem the last 2 years-ish has been playoffs. They've been a great regular season team. They've been consistently number 1 or 2 in the Pacific Division for the past couple of seasons, but have had their struggles in the playoffs, especially scoring. If Marner can perform like he does in the regular season, you're close to in the playoffs. This is a phenomenal deal from Vegas, especially knowing his offensive upside. If he continues to play like he did in Toronto for his 9-year, 10-year in Toronto, when the playoffs is going to turn into a pretty good regular season, a great regular season deal, bad playoff deal. It depends how Mitch Marner performs in the playoffs, which you have to see. Really, that's really all it comes down to for Vegas here. Great deal on paper right now, though, so that's why I'm giving an A-. I like Mitch Marner a lot. Carolina sends Nikolai Ehlers to a 6-year, $8.5 million per year deal. I gave this also an A-. Love this deal for Carolina. He's going to slide right in that first line. Great speed, great edges, phenomenal acceleration. He can get from slowest to fastest. He can go 0 to 20 really quick. He's very fast. He's speedy. Well, I just said that 5 times. He's speedy, obviously. He's skilled, very skilled. Puck handling's nasty. He's great vision, good passer. He's a good shot, net front presence, physical, good defense. He's really well-rounded. And Nikolai Ehlers is a great player, 70-point player. 70 to 80 point player. Speedy bumps up the energy, brings up the speed of that Carolina first line in the power play. He's gonna really bring a different element to that Carolina offense, and he's just gonna really propel the Carolina offense to something that it hasn't really been. And that adds a speedy, skilled guy onto that first line of the play with probably Sebastian Aho and Seth Jarvis. Gonna be. I think it's a really good deal. I gave this an A- deal. So yeah, I really like to see for Carolina. New York Rangers signed Vladislav Gavrikov, the 7x7. One of the most underrated defensemen in the NHL. Very, very good. I'm going to turn my mic down a little bit. Okay, so yeah, very, very good player. Very good player, I think. 30 to 40 point defenseman, phenomenal defense. Shutdown defender, two-way defender, can... playing with Adam Fox, he really could propel his offense. Adam Fox is, in my opinion, the third best defenseman in the NHL. I'll argue with the wall if you want. 70-point defenseman on a consistent basis. Well, playing with players like Ryan Lindgren for a few years, and then Keandre Miller, who's pretty inconsistent. And so, yeah, playing with two, obviously Lindgren, who's not very good, like really bad, and Keandre Miller, who's inconsistent. He's still been a consistent 70-point defender, playing phenomenal top-tier defense. He's number 3 defenseman in the NHL, but we'll get more in depth in that when we do my top 20 defensemen down the line. I don't know when we're going to do that exactly, but we will do that during this offseason. We'll get more in depth in that. But playing with somebody like Adam Fox is going to really propel his offense. He's super good defensively. I like this deal for Rangers. Maybe a little bit too much money. Maybe like to lower down by 6.5. But he was originally going to get like 8.5. So at the end of the day, I give this a B+ deal for the Rangers. Really help the decor. And I think this will propel them in the playoffs, in my opinion. So, yeah, good deal for the Rangers. Give me that a B+. Anaheim, Mikael Granlund, B-, 3-year deal. Oh, too much money. Granlund, $5.5, $6 million player. Gave him $7 million. They already got Chris Kreider, who's an older player. They're adding two 33, 34-plus-year-old players to the team that, they need to give younger players more playing time, so they had to add 2 older players. I do like Mikael Granlund as a player, 50, 60-point guy. Like Granlund as a player, but you need to give younger guys more minutes as well. I think Anaheim's going to be fighting for a wild card spot. I don't think they're going to get it. I think there's 3 better teams that are going to be in that wild card race, being Utah, Minnesota, and St. Louis. So 3 better wild card teams, in my opinion, than them just in the wild card race alone. They're not going to get top 3 in the Pacific. I can tell you why. Oilers, Knights, Canucks, and Kings, all four of those guys are better than them. The Canucks are going to be fighting for a 3rd in the Pacific really hard, because if they don't get 3rd in the Pacific, they're not, in my opinion, they're not going to get it over the Mammoth, Blues, or Wild. So if they don't get 3 in the Pacific against a team like the Kings that are going to get quite decent amount worse, they're probably not going to make the playoffs. The Kings, same thing with them. If they don't get 3rd in the Pacific, they're likely not going to make the playoffs. So they're just going to really have to hope that they somehow find a way to snag that 3rd Pacific spot. Otherwise, they're probably not going to make the playoffs, because teams like the Wild, Mammoth, and Blues are all from the Central Division, are looking to make the playoffs over them, and honestly better teams. So with that being said, Mikael Granlund taking away time from the younger players. I don't know, but I can easily see Anaheim making the playoffs, because I really like the coach. Off the ice is a different situation, but on the ice, really like him as a head coach. If they can see some internal growth up and down the lineup, I can see his team being a sneaky 3rd in the Pacific Division contender, but I don't know. B- deal, like him as a hockey player, too much money, and taking away playing time from younger players that are coming up. Seattle, Ryan Lindgren, 4-year, $4.5 million per year, C-, bad deal. No reason to do this. Ryan Lindgren, heavily carried by Adam Fox, heavily, cannot be stated enough. Heavily carried by Adam Fox in New York. And then he just completely floundered when he went to Colorado, and he didn't play with the top 3 defensemen in the NHL. Completely floundered. Too much defensive liability, offensive liability, really bad overall. $4.5 million is an overpay. Slightly too much term, honestly, and it just makes the decor even worse. C-. They're lucky I didn't give him the D's. He's an okay player at best, so C- for them. Kings, Cody Ceci, 4-year, $4.5 million. That's a D+. That's why that is a D. Ken Holland came in, got rid of Jordan Spence, traded him away for a bag of chips, right? Traded him away. They are somebody else. I don't remember who it was. But then they added Cody Ceci, who's was literally the worst defenseman in San Jose. There's 9 defensemen, consistent defensemen that were in the rotation. He was the worst of them when it comes to expected goals percentage, goals for percentage, which is like the higher the percentage, the higher the percentage, the more and better scoring chance that you got, so better you are offensively. He was the lowest on that in San Jose, and expected goals for percentage on the other end, so he is playing the worst defense at the same time for San Jose. So he is definitely the worst defenseman of 9 defensemen in San Jose, and there were some bad defensemen there because that was the worst team in the league. And then in Dallas, he played second pairing minutes, played 20 minutes a night, with complete liability at a lot of times. And so then they bring in Brian Dumoulin, who will get to that contract later, but this is just too much money, too much term, and just bad player. Makes the decor effectively worse. This is one of the reasons that I can definitely see the Kings slipping out of that third Pacific spot to a team like either Anaheim or Vancouver. Next season, Boston, Tanner Jeannot, 5-year, $3.4 million per year, C- deal. Doesn't make any sense. Boston, Tanner Jeannot's been a consistent fourth liner his entire career, borderline AHLer. Doesn't even deserve to be NHLer sometimes. $3.4 million is too much money. Lower that to $1.52 million if you're going to get a player like Tanner Jeannot. Not very good. Way too much term. 5 years, really. Give him 1 or 2 year contract at most. And then this just doesn't really help the team in any way. Doesn't really make any sense with Don Sweeney here. I don't see the vision here. San Jose, Dmitry Orlov, 2 years, $6.5 million per. $6.5 million. $7 million for Orlov is way too much. Or say, hey, let's give him $500,000 left, and then we're just gonna throw it on this team. San Jose, no aspirations to make the playoffs. I don't know if they're just trying to reach the cap floor. I mean, I guess, but just talking contract-wise, Orlov's an okay player, he's a decent player, but way too much money for a team that didn't need him. It must be doing something that they need to reach the cap floor, something you need to get some money to spend. But Orlov, overall, the contract, bad contract. Devils get Connor Brown, 4-year, $3 million per year. B, I like this deal. They didn't really get any top 6 forward that they need, like another top 6 forward or two that help bolster up their depth scoring, the complementary pieces, because they have good top 3 pieces in Jack Hughes, Jesper Brett, and Nico Hischier, assuming they are still healthy again, because Jack Hughes always seems to miss the last 20 games this season. For some reason, but if they're all healthy, they're all really good players. But Timo Meier and Dawson Mercer need to take steps up. But if you're taking for this contract, I like Connor Brown. He's fast. He's a high motor. He's good on defense. He's a great penalty killer. He's really adaptable, and he plays different roles. He can play different kinds. He's a winger, very speedy, brings high energy, high motor, really good forward checking, good penalty kill, good defense, as well as getting you 30-ish points. Yeah. I like this piece, $3 million per year, 4 years. I like this deal for New Jersey. Definitely make their bottom 6 more speedy, more relentless, high motor player. Like Connor Brown, like this deal a lot for New Jersey. Kings, here we go. Brian Dumoulin, 3-year, $4 million per year contract, C+. He's not a bad player. Really good at defense. Can get you 20, 30 points. Shut down defensemen. Play on the third pairing here. At the end of the day, when you lose Jordan Spence, and again, I forgot who the other guy they lost. It was another pretty big piece of the team. They lose Jordan Spence, and then the other guy I can't think of right now. They lose those 2 pieces, bringing Cody Ceci on a bad deal, bad player. They bring Dumoulin, who has very little offensive upside, only plays defense on another pretty mid deal. The defense is quite significantly worse. Went from the least goals against expected per 60, so the best 5-on-5, so the best defensive 5-on-5 team to a mid defensive team now. But those losing to 2 players and gaining 2 way worse players on worse contracts, and it's a pretty bad deal from Ken Holland here. I'm not seeing the vision here. Utah, Nate Schmidt, 3-year, $3.5 million per year, B+. I like this deal a lot for Utah. Nate Schmidt, when he clutch scorings a lot in Florida, bottom 4 offensive guy. I really like this. A bolster up, get more offense in that bottom 4 on the decor. Like this deal a lot for Utah, B+ for them. Same with Peel Suter, 2-year, $4.125 million per year, A-. Love him. High energy, high motor guy. Get you 40, 50 points. Honestly, maybe 50, 60 points at this point. 50, 60 points. I could easily see that for a shooter. Slide in the number 2 center. Move that branch strength to the third line, which is a phenomenal third line center. And St. Louis just gets more depth. Gets a better second line center. And just a super good player from that. At a relatively good contract. Really good contract there from Doug Armstrong. New York Islanders get Jonathan Drouin on 2-year, $4 million per year contract, B+. Like this deal for the Islanders a lot. Bolster up the top 6. Get some good offensive players. Get some offensive scoring in the top 6. Like this deal off the Islanders. Utah, Brandon Tanev, 3-year, $2.5 million per year contract, C. Don't really know. I guess get a wrecking ball down there on the 4th line for $2.5 million per year. I don't know. C. Doesn't really help the team at all. It gives $2.5 million to a physical guy, I guess. Edmonton, Andrew Mangiapane, 2-year, $3.6 million per year. B, Alex Mangiapane, get you 30, 40 points. Physical, high energy, high motor kind of guy. He will play with Draisaitl, which will probably get him like 40, 50 points, maybe high 40s, mid 50s, kind of low mid 50s scoring because he's playing with Draisaitl and Podkolzin, but he's a pretty good player. I like this deal, $3.6 million per year. Not too much term, not too much money. I like it to Edmonton. Red Wings, Mason Appleton, 2-year, $2.9 million per year contract, C+. I mean, he's really good. He's good at defense, but he only gets you like 20, 30 points as a forward, which is not good. He's good at defense, I guess, but that's about it. Too much money, honestly, and just not a very good player. Nashville, Nick Perovic, 2-year, $2.75 million per year, B-. Not a bad deal. Doesn't really make sense why they're getting Nick Perovic. At least they're trying to make the playoffs, which they're probably not going to, honestly, at this point. Even if the best case scenario, I still don't think. Like, I learned that lesson the hard way last season. Even though, I know everything went wrong for themselves, played really bad. They were super the unluckiest team in the league last season. They were good analytically. Every player on the team had a down year. But even if that all goes back up, they can be fighting for a wild card spot. But I still don't even think they're better than St. Louis, Minnesota, or Utah. So I don't see why you're going out and get an older defenseman. It's B-. He's not a bad player. Really low salary cap, but it doesn't really make much sense. Washington re-sign Anthony Beauvillier, 2-year, $2.75 million. B, good contract, good depth piece. I like Beauvillier, high energy guy, can get you some clutch goals. $2.75 million cap hit. Really like that deal for Washington. Philadelphia, Christian Dvorak, 1 year, $5.4 million. C, too much money. Honestly, cut that down by a million or two. Sure, too much money. San Jose Klingberg, 1 year, $4 million contract. B-. I like Klingberg, really good puck moving defenseman, outlet, very good, getting the puck out of the defensive zone and outletting the puck. Very good player. Doesn't really make sense for San Jose. I mean, I guess for veteran leadership, but he's older player. He's B-. Good contract, but doesn't really make sense for San Jose. And he's older player, so yeah. San Jose also gets Adam Gaudette, 2x2, B. Adam Gaudette's a good bottom 6 piece, only $2 million per year for 2 years, so yeah. Decent contract. St. Louis gets Nick Bjugstad, 2-year, $1.75 million per year. B, good middle 6 piece, for Utah. And, I think this is good signing for St. Louis, honestly. Winnipeg, Gustav Nyquist, 1 year, $3.25 million, B-. They lost Nikolai Ehlers and a couple other pieces, got Gustav Nyquist. It's an okay deal. He can be 50, 60 point player at his ceiling. He's decent upside, but I think it just doesn't really make any sense to bring him in and after you didn't make any improvements. You got worse at the end of the day. Kings at Corey Perry, 1x2. B, I know he's heavily carried by McDavid when he's playing on the first line, and then there'll be some power play putting McDavid, Draisaitl, Bouchard, Hyman, Nugent Hopkins, whatever. But at the end of the day, he was still a good player, clutch player, physical, get in your face, intimidating. Not really intimidating, but intimidation factor, I guess you could say. He's veteran leadership. He can get some clutch goals for you. He's experienced. He's adaptable. Good penalty killer, high motor, physical guy for only $2 million for a year. He'll get you some good value for that. Carolina gets Mike Riley at 1 by 1.1, B+. Good puck moving defenseman. Can get you 20, 30 points. Actually, I would say about 20, 30 points. 30-ish points. We're playing good puck-moving defensemen will really help bring some offense to that Carolina blue line, and that definitely help for them. Carolina, Brent Burns, 1x1, B-. He's older, doesn't really help the decor. Not a bad contract, decent player, good value, but he's old, he's washed, he's not very good defensively anymore. doesn't really make sense. Actually gets the decor probably slightly worse, honestly. Probably like he did last season, So, New Jersey Devils, Evgeny Dadonov, 1x1B. Like this deal, physical guy, high, decent offensive upside, Good player for only $1 million. Good deal for Devils, bottom 6. Improved it even more. So, yeah, I believe that's it. Let me go a little bit. Yeah, let's delete this and then try this again. I hurt my finger for some reason. I pushed down my D-pad and it hurt. Go up here. Okay. So, yeah, that's basically it right now, honestly. Yo, let's actually bring all that back, just because maybe you can look back on it in the future and just say I like this deal in the moment, but it actually wasn't that bad of a deal, good of a deal, whatever there, So yeah, bring this over here a little bit. NHL Fantasy Stars. Yeah, I'm gonna try to do my podcast earlier tomorrow. Like I woke up late tomorrow. You just wake up late tomorrow. Yep. I'm just a future predictor, I guess. I woke up late today and then didn't really do much. Played my game, Xbox, and then played with my friend, and then cleaned my room, and then played with my friend for a while longer, hung out with family, and then kind of just hung out with my friend, played games, and then completely forgot about it until later. But we're not letting that happen again, okay? We're just not letting that happen again. Okay. Let me open NHL Fantasy Star. Let's view on my phone. Quick. And then I'm going to go blank screen here for a minute. Let's view. That scanner. QR code, start broadcast. We've got the phone on the screen. Show screen. Okay. So we're here. Trap. I don't even know. Should we play simulation mode or should we just save up the coins? It depends how much coins I get in this pack. If I get a lot, sure. Got a lot in mid card. 60 coins. Okay, that's a lot for a daily pack. You know what? We'll go. We'll do a couple simulation games. We'll skip it so you don't have to wait the whole time. We'll just skip it and just go. I swear, if I lose to somebody who's 9-30 again, I'm gonna crash out. Like it's not funny anymore, guys. Okay, so wait, who's out of contracts? I think Mikola and Needle Rider. Okay, I got you. Needle Rider. Corey Perry. Wait, did I play Stanky yet? I think I did. Mika. Faber? I think I played a game or two with Faber. He might be out of contracts at this point. No, he's not. He has 6. Must not have. Perry has 7. We're locked. These guys 4-4, 50%, 50, I'm 6-11. So, you know what? Not looking good odds to start because I have my entire bench in the game because all my guys are out of contract. I don't have any money if you got one contract. Yep. Corey Perry got a goal. First game, make it to goal right away. Love it. We're skipping and we lost 70-38. You know what? I just give up, man. Like I just don't know what to do. Like I'm dead broke. But let's not play. Why not play another one? If I lose this one, I'm officially retiring for NHL Fantasy Stars and I'm never playing it again. Like, we just... I don't even know. God! I'm gonna cry, man. I'm just gonna cry. I'm gonna go cry in the corner, man. Like, I'm just gonna go peacefully cry in the corner. Very peacefully, of course. Because I have my fifth stringers in my game right now. Because I have no coins to spend on any contracts. God, man. Oh no, man. I lost. I literally don't have enough coins to even buy another game. Buy/sell. What's selling? What's selling everybody? Chat. We might just be in copper. Oh wait, okay, I got this. Batherson, I think. So I'm gonna upgrade Devontae's assist. I'm gonna keep upgrading assist until he's able to do that. I'm gonna upgrade Forsberg's shots too. Yeah. What am I gonna upgrade Batherson on? Assists. I think assists happen more, especially Batherson. I think Batherson's more of an assist guy. Yeah, definitely. Okay. Yeah, that would make sense. Okay. We'll just do that. I'm just so sad, man. Like, no, not autofill. All these players don't have any contracts. Okay. I'm so sad. Like, I just don't even know what to do anymore, man. I have nobody that I really want to sell. Should we just sell Kapanen? 10 coins. That's good enough for me. I can play another rookie game. I'm gonna either have 16 coins or like 150. It really just depends if I win this game or not. It'd be like 130, 120, 130-ish. But either way, it'd be more than what I have now. Then my entire team besides Marchman doesn't have. Love to see that. Just love to see that, you know. Flick prepares. Flick complete. Okay. So Perry was a dog when he played. Okay, you know. Lingberg. Hello. Capitals. We'll do simulation here. And then, okay. Simulation. Rookie. Entry fee 50. Confirm. Finding opponent. This guy's 1 and 2. So that means his starting lineup's in because he only played 3 games. Nobody can be expired. And I got my 6 strings playing. It's just not fair. It's just not. Okay. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to open daily packs for like a month straight. We're saving, I don't know if a month straight, but something like that. We're saving up coins. And then we're going to save enough coins to like 1,000 coins. And then we're going to just play a bunch of games. Because we're going to buy contracts. I need to buy contracts. We got Brandon Carlo getting 3 points a game. Perry getting 5 points a game. We got our best player right now being John Klingberg playing right now, giving me 11 points. This is not okay. We need Forsberg and Bathurst back in my lineup. Those guys are giving me 20 points a game. This team sucks. Okay. And just some things. Every single time I play this game, it just gets worse and worse. Every single time. Every time. It's just so sad. What are we going to do tomorrow? I figured that out. Yeah, we should probably figure that out. Good ideas. Good ideas. Okay. So, okay. I don't know. I already have a bunch of stuff written down, but. Okay. We're locked. So, okay, I'm gonna put my show screen of this one. Okay, so, yeah, we're done here in our chat. So yeah, have a great day, morning, evening, night, afternoon, whatever time you're watching this. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. If you like this podcast, following this Spotify, same thing. Like this episode in particular, and want to see more episodes like this episode. Like and Spotify, same thing. Turn post notifications to YouTube channel if you want to know every single time I do anything on this YouTube channel. Like upload a video, go live, make a community post, upload a YouTube show, literally whatever, like just turn on post notifications, I'm pretty sure you can customize your notification settings, maybe in YouTube, you would think. I don't know, you can in some apps, I don't know if you can in YouTube, maybe you can, maybe you can't, I don't know. But either way, turn that on, if you want. I'm not gonna force you. Dislike this video if you don't like it, so I know not to do stuff like this, whatever. So I mean, yeah. I genuinely don't know what episode it is today. I just won't lie. I genuinely don't know what episode it is today. Yeah. It's episode 26 of season 11 today, so yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode 26 of season 11. I'll see you guys tomorrow for episode 27 of season 11 like whatever we do. I have no clue what we're gonna do tomorrow. But we're gonna figure that out tomorrow. Like, yeah, we're just gonna figure that out tomorrow when I wake up, figure it out, and then do it. But yeah, I already have like a list of things I'm gonna do this off season because literally tomorrow off season shenanigans officially kicks off. Off season madness, just doing random stuff all off season until the season kicks off. So we're gonna do that, like random stuff like tier listing teams, top 15 players at every position, top 20 players, top 15 goalies, random stuff, quizzes, just random stuff to last us off until next season's predictions, lists, reviews, previews, all that random stuff, So, yeah. To kick that off tomorrow, I'm just going to have to pick which one I'm going to do tomorrow. I might do a tier list of, every team this season. I don't know. We'll just see. We'll see what I feel like doing tomorrow for the first day of all-season madness. But, yeah. I'll see you guys tomorrow for episode 27 of season 11 for whatever we do tomorrow. Hope you enjoyed today's episode. So, yeah. See you guys tomorrow. Technically later. Yeah, technically later. I'll see you guys later. So, yeah. I'll literally see you guys later. So, yeah. Peace.